9. I'm 23 now.
That's crazy because you got a record with T.I. So how was that interaction? Like, how did that come about?
It was like a full circle moment. We have 2 now in the bag. Right. We have one on my album and the one that we just dropped now. So he was here in South Africa not so long ago, like 2 years ago or something. I think he was shooting a movie in Cape Town, and he says he kept hearing my name and shit. So he decided to like do some research or whatever. And he was playing my album, and he just hit me randomly. Like, he was like, I'm riding around the city playing your shit, and I think you're dope, man. We should put some work in this shit. And I was like, that's crazy. It's my first time.
Sign you, though?
Try to what?
He ain't try to sign you?
Nah. Nah.
It was too early?
Yeah, too early. But I don't think that's what he's trying to do, man. I think now he knows how much of an effect he had on my career and stuff like that. So he's not gonna try to sign me, man. He just wants to see me grow, you know?
Yeah. I know that you're doing like your own production as well. It's like, how you seem like just so multifaceted for you to be so young. Like, was you starting to work in production because you really couldn't get beats, or you just wanted to have your own sound to curate it, or like how did?
No, because I couldn't get beats. I didn't even know where to get beats. I thought when I started making beats, I thought every artist had to make their own beats. I thought that's how it worked.
For real?
I didn't know nothing. Yeah, bro. I didn't know nothing about music, bro. I was 9 years old in South Africa in Durban, where the main genre at the time was like Guayto and his house music, and then it's gospel, and then it's like a bunch of other shit before hip hop. Like, if you were a hip hop artist, people looked at you like you were stupid. They always make fun of me for dressing this way and talking this way. So I didn't know nothing until I got in some studio. And then I started remaking niggas' beats like Wayne. I used to remake like Wayne's beats because he had like simpler beats like Lollipop and them. Yeah. Chris Brown, T-Pain.
Wait, so if they was looking at you crazy for being an artist, what's the average, like, what's the career path for people out there? Like, what do people usually do? Like,
not hip-hop, bro. right now hip-hop is at the top, yeah, but it hasn't always been like this. Like, it hasn't always been like this, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, people look forward to being in the office.
They look forward to being in the office. Would you hate the office?
That's how we're raised. We're raised to either become lawyers or doctors or teachers or this and that, but we're all supposed to have a briefcase and a suit and a tie. Like, that's how we're raised to be and think.
Did you ever make any records kind of dispelling that? Because you kind of rose from, like...
Oh, yeah. I have a whole tape where I was like, I was so mad. Like, me and my pops weren't getting along. And mostly because of just, like, the culture I adopted, which is, like, hip-hop. So I'm the only one sagging, I'm cussing, I don't want to go to church, like, I'm skipping school and stuff like that. So me and my father didn't get along for, like, the longest of time. And that's all I used to talk about, just how much I despised him and the life he wanted me to live and shit.
So what was the turning point where y'all kind of turned that around? Because you said, like, you know, you and him are very close now. Like, so what was the turning point?
When shit started paying off, when I bought him a house.
Right.
I didn't buy my house. Actually, I'm building the house for him. We've been building it for a minute now, actually. Like, I'm building him a house. I got him a car. There's a lot of shit he doesn't ever have to worry about ever again.
So then he was like, all right, this rap shit ain't too bad.
Yeah, he was like, all right, let's see how long this will last. Let's see.
Was it like that with your other family members as well?
Not really, because they were all just like focused on their own lives. They weren't really too worried about it. I mean, my big brother was, he was like, he assumed that role every now and then. Like, he'd always tell me, yo, this music shit better just be a hobby or something like that. Like, this will never go anywhere. But he wasn't in my face about it, like, not as much as my father was, you know? So that didn't really bother me. And he's my manager now.
Oh.
And that's crazy. Like, I made him quit his job when he thought he was secure and safe.
Right.
Working with me.
So, I mean, it seems like this is going to be the family business from now on.
Hell yeah.
So, could you give, like, you know, because, of course, this is the first time nobody expected me to be talking to you on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is a first for me and you. Could you, for the people who might not know you over here, break down, like, what the music is about?
Shit, bro. I make fun music. I make heartbreak music. Just real life music. It all depends on how I feel at the time. I'm an artist all around, bro. So I make different types of music, but hip hop mainly. Hip hop hip hop comes first to me.
I seen a video with you and Ferg, man. That like when I seen that joint, I was like, you look like you could be a member of ASAP. Like I ain't gonna hold you. You definitely look like you could be a member of ASAP.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
did they have any influence on you as well?
Not really as I was growing up because I only found out about him like 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I guess just because we're so far from the culture that side, the only A$AP Ferg songs that made it out here was like his mainstream singles. You know, so I didn't know that much about him. You know, but he definitely like was one of the artists I wanted to work with. Like everything I heard A$AP Ferg was a banger. Like it was like slappers on it. So I was like, shit. Like I have to one day, and it happened.
That's fire, man. I ain't gonna lie, you got a real inspiring story. Like just to see like you coming from over in Africa and then coming over here and making strides, and like you know T.I. was on your favorite rapper, and then he became like sort of like a mentor to you now.
Mhm.
And y'all work together. That's pretty ill. I want to know like why'd you choose the name Zulu for your mixtape?
That just came off of my whole theme right now. Like that's my whole image right now. And this is only just because growing up, like my generation, like we're so kind of like we're detached from our roots. You know what I mean? Like we're more modern than all the other generations that came before. So like our big brothers and our fathers and them, they know so much more about our cultures that we don't know. Like our clan names and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make that type of stuff cool again. And since I'm taking this whole global step right now with Def Jam and shit, I just thought it's the perfect time for me to carry something very meaningful and who I actually am on my back versus just me being just another rapper.
Nah, so I see you mentioned Def Jam. Your sound over there, right?
Mhm.
How'd that come about?
We had a couple conversations. Again, it was just me trying to branch out. So we had a couple conversations, sit downs with them, dinners and stuff. For about a year now. And we sealed the deal early this year, beginning of this year. I think I was in New York, like January, February, some shit like that. And by March, June, everything was final, and we put it out there. But it was really just me looking for a partner that side to help me branch out.
And on that side of it. I want to know, like, cause you know you talked a lot about tradition and all of that, and like sometimes, like I really feel like tradition is what we make it, right? Like tradition is what we make it, but but the people before me, the people before you, you know, like you said, like your dad, they look at, you know, when we don't follow whatever traditions was placed before us that would be disrespectful. Do you feel like for your generation, like that's something that y'all got to break out of, or y'all gonna be the leaders of that to like create your own traditions? Because like you said, like I usually trying to change your life, so it's like, you know.
It is, and it's pulling us away from our own traditions and our own cultures and stuff like that, and that's part of like us just evolving as people. But I don't think we should let go of our roots like that and our tradition like that, especially us. Like if you know anything about Africans and their roots and their traditions and shit, you know it runs deeper than an image of success or this and that, or just like a way of life. It's deeper than that, bro. Like we have a connection with so many things, not just like people, but things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that's something we should. That's part of who we are. That's what makes us who we are. That's what makes Zulu. You know? I don't think we should ever let go of that. I'm trying to backpedal and trying to get back
into it. Right. But also, do you feel like I know you're an artist, like you are an artist that's coming from Africa, but like is that something that you want to just be held, or you want to just be looked at as an artist, you know, as opposed to an African artist? Like
I don't want people to call me an African artist. I don't want that. I want people to look at me as an artist, but know what I stand for, know who I am, know where I come from, and all that.
Yeah. I heard you also do art as well. Aside from music, you do art. Can you tap in a little bit about that?
Yeah, I paint. I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. So I sketch, I paint, I do like graphics. You should see right now, like on the other side of the screen, that's my Adobe.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you brought that up. Like I was just updating my shit right now. My Premiere Pro and all that type of stuff. Yeah, so I do a lot of that. I started doing that just because I had to make my own artwork and stuff like that. So.
Damn, so you really like You self-made on another level. It's like you self-made out of desperation. It's like you so eager to get some shit done. It's like you're not really nobody you could call on.
Yeah, I used to be the one charging other niggas for this shit. Like, I'm selling.
What you was charging for a single artwork, Nancy? What you was charging for a single artwork?
Right now, I offer just like the strength of my name. I probably charge like $10K.
God damn! Wait.
I mean, rand. So that's about like 800 to you guys. That's still a lot, though. That's still a lot.
No, that's some bread. When you said 10K, I was like, damn, dog. Like, how can I get in on this? I could do some more work too. Shit.
Yeah, but that would just be off the strength of my name. I'm not the best at the shit.
Yeah. What's some of the milestones that you want to hit, like in your journey?
I wanna go platinum, but global status platinum. Like I go platinum, but in South Africa, platinum is like I think it's like 30 or 35,000 units sold, and compared to like the international standard, that's nothing.
Yeah, that is it. Like, you be going, people can go platinum over 35K. They be going platinum every week,
bro. So that's one of my wishes. I want to go platinum. Like I want to go diamond one day. Like reach that is diamond. I want to sell out some arena, whatever arena in the States. And the reason I want to do that is because I'm in South Africa right now. So every time I perform, even if like I'm performing one of my biggest singles, like I have the people like when I'm doing the hook and they'll sing along and they'll understand what I'm saying. But as soon as I start getting into the verse, like I lose almost everybody. You know what I mean? Because it's not, English is not like our first language. Right. Not a lot of people understand it and speak it that fluent. A lot of people understand it and they speak it, but like this is hip hop, so it's like it's slang in there, it's twang in there, metaphors and punchline and all that shit. So people miss all that type of stuff. I want to perform to a crowd that understands it fully from the get go to the end. Like I'm always watching Travis Scott videos, Comethazine, Smoke Perp, all those guys. I'm just watching their performances and niggas know this shit like back to front.
That's interesting that you said that, because it's like this clip. Do you remember that clip of the Migos? I think that was in South Africa, and they was doing Bad and Bougie.
Yeah, but that was the biggest song in the world, bro.
It was the biggest. So you just gotta catch you one. You need your Bad and Bougie first.
Yeah, I need one of those. But there's another thing that's like kind of fucked up about I don't know if I should say Africa as a whole or just South Africa. Let me say South Africa, right?
Okay.
Like this, like you could be the dopest artist in the whole country. Right? But niggas won't really like show you your respect and admit to being stands until you make it somewhere else. Sway has to put you on first, and then they'll go, "Oh yeah, we always knew you on the bus." Like it's like that.
Very interesting that you said that,
bro. So even if I had a song that was like as big as not as big, but as dope as like Bad and Bougie, or at least like relatively as big in the country. Right. It wouldn't go that crazy until I got a cosign from somewhere outside the country.
Yo. Alright, so I'm going to tell you why it's so interesting that you're saying that, because I'm from Harlem, right? And New York as a whole is the same exact way. New York is the same, it's the same way. It's like an artist can be here. It's like we got artists like A Boogie, right? We got all types of artists from New York. And people will come out their house and go to a show to not have a good time. And I'm not talking about A Boogie now. I'm talking about like when he first started. So it's like you got SOBs and you can have a new showcase and everybody will go there and the artists will be engaged and everybody put your hands up there and people will just be looking like, man, who this nigga think he is? Like, you know what I mean?
But no one, they fuck with the music and
exactly
one of them. Exactly. That's exactly what happens here, bro. I could never understand that shit. I don't know why it's like that.
Maybe it's just a black people thing. Because man.
It's weird, man. It's weird. It's very weird.
But how do you, how do you defeat that shit? I mean, I get like the cosign shit, but at the same time, it's like you also don't want your path to be determined by who you know. You want to be respected as an artist for what it is that you're doing and what you're putting out there. So how do you balance like knowing that but still chasing your goal? Like,
I guess with me, I'm lucky because it's not like I don't want to make it outside of South Africa. I do. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
I'm trying to be a global artist, so it works in my favor. You know what I mean? I don't mind it, but I know a lot of artists that have to save up for a flight to the States, go ask for some pictures, with like rappers and stuff like that, just to post it and act like they're working, but they're not doing nothing. You know, I know that happens to a lot of dudes, and I can't imagine what that does to their self-esteem and stuff like that. So I'm glad I'm not one of them, bro.
So take me back a bit. Like when you put out your first project, like you know, what was the reception from that? Like did you get discouraged if it wasn't like received as well as you wanted it to be, or did you always just have a mindset like, yo, I'm gonna just keep trying no matter what?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. I can't lie to you, it's a bit of both. Like I always feel like, damn, like I put in so much effort and so much time into this. It's not doing as good as I thought it would or as I wanted it to. Like I'm always expecting my shit to, like I'm just waiting for that moment, bro. I'm really just waiting for that moment where it's just like, oh, who is this nigga? And it's like everybody in the world just starts fucking with me. You know, I'm waiting for that moment. So every time I drop and that doesn't happen, I always like kind of feel that, but I know it's gonna happen one day. And it's not gonna happen if I keep crying about it. I have to work harder, right? So I just use that to fuel myself and do some more shit.
Are you gonna continue to just like keep doing your own production? Or are you gonna try to tap in with newer producers? Have you been doing that?
Yeah, no, I've been working with different producers. I'm not so heavily involved in my own production anymore, but like when it comes down to making like an album, I'm very involved, but when we're doing like songs and I'm just like in the studio just working, like I get beats from different dudes. I like to go online too, cause then I meet some dudes from Russia who I didn't even know.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
I see everybody in the comments writing 031. What does that mean?
031, that's my city. That's Durban.
For real?
Yeah, 031.
That's crazy, cause I keep seeing people write 031. 031 in New York is a gang code.
Oh shit! Nah.
So I see people writing 031. I'm like, oh shit, yo, nasty banging out here.
I had somebody ask me if I was a Crip once. I was like, dude, what? That makes no sense. I'm from South Africa.
Right, man. And with you being from South Africa, how important is that mission? You know what I mean, like just for the youth that you trying to influence, like how important is that mission?
It's very important, man, and I'm starting to see. Not just starting to see it now, but I've been seeing like the effect that it's been having on my generation and the generation that follows, even the generation before me. Like the way I think is different and it's weird. And at first it scares people, but then when they take a closer look, then they start to get really inspired and they start to adapt and adopt some of my characteristics or whatever. You know, so it's really good for me, man. Every time I go back home, I'm seeing some sort of change. We used to just be the type of dudes who just sit by the store and just do nothing, or just play soccer, you know. And then at like 16, I really started doing studio heavy, so I started to stay at home a bit more, go to studios a bit more. And now that they're seeing how well that's paying off right now, every time I go back home, there's nobody in the streets. Like everyone is either up their clothing line. One of my boys is making it to like a high level of like soccer. Like we used to just play soccer in the streets, bro. Like it's like building blocks as goalposts in the streets, like barefooted. And now he's on TV. You know what I mean? And every time I go back there, they always like, yo, bro, just keep going. You're inspiring us, and I like that.
Yeah, that's so amazing, man. Cause like you know, me just being a black man, and of course like knowing our history in America and where everything that's going on, like when I see some of the stuff that's going on in Africa, like when I think about like what we complain about and I see like the shit that a lot of y'all going through, it just makes me be like, damn, like, you know, we gotta really put in perspective like what we call coming from nothing. You know, because like for y'all to be playing soccer with no shoes on is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like but y'all still happy. That's one thing I've always noticed about like African people is that like you see tough circumstances, but you can still find smiles there.
Yeah, it's just our priorities are different, very different. Yeah, we value other things before, I guess you'd say, an image, a social status, or whatever. all that shit comes.
Yeah,
I get that.
Absolutely. So what's the vision? Is it gonna like? Does Nasty C start? You do artwork, you do beats, you do music, you write, you compose. Like, are you going to do a symphony? Are you going to do a movie? Like, what the fuck is going on? I need to know about that shit.
I'm gonna do some crazy shit though. I know that. I don't know what it is yet. Right now, I'm just trying to break in, bro. That's all I'm trying to do right now. I'm gonna figure everything out once I get there. But right now, I'm just trying to break in. I have an arsenal of music with me, so that's gonna buy me some time to work on some mind blowing shit. But I definitely have a lot of stuff that I have up here that I need to do. You know?
Yeah, man. And it's one thing at a time. What's good about it is you don't seem like you're in no rush. You know what I'm saying? Like you really trying to make it happen gradually.
I'm not trying to push it.
What's one of the, like, I mean, T.I., of course, that's a legendary co-sign, but, like, has there been anybody else that's embraced you so far that you never thought was even listening or paying attention?
DJ Drama. Sway's been a really good, like, big bro to me also. Who else? French. I did a song with French in a video with him. He was cool, but it's not like we spoke in French, but, I mean, he was pretty fucking cool. Who else? Shit. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's Ferg.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, do you have a wish list of people you'd like to work with?
Hell yeah. Thug, Future, Travis, Adele, Rihanna. Shit, there's so many. Kendrick.
Yeah, a lot of people. Some people told me that you're the Kendrick of Africa too.
I don't know about
yeah, listen, the way you rap, a couple niggas told me that, you know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people want to get in the booth with you. I'm just saying what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, I hold my own.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I hold my own shit.
You right, just like kind of.
Those are like one of my main influences when I was like 17, 18, 19. When I was like really going through life as like a grown up, as somebody who moved out the house and has to figure shit out on their own now. You know, those are the people I listen to, and I listen to a lot of Starter House too. So I guess that's where like the pen game come from.
Dog, you got a crazy plethora, like a crazy recipe of like influence. It just goes to show like how heavy the internet is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. From like Adele to Future.
Yeah, you say Adele and Thugger in the same sentence. Have you gone to Atlanta yet?
Yeah, I was there for like 4 or 5 days. Studio every day.
Which was in Main Streets?
I don't even know where I was.
DJ Drama Studio?
Nah. I was at some other studio. But I did like so many joints out there. I hooked up with so many dope producers, man. B-Rags. I hooked up with ATL Jacob.
Yeah, ATL Jacob go hard. So
yeah, I love people that.
So I want to know this as well. Like, do you feel like because you're a big African artist, like, you know, does that like draw people in that just want to like get their international game up instead of like hearing you out before they work with you? Like, has there been somebody that?
I won't lie to you, man. I don't know because a lot of the time, like I just tell my team, yo, when we land, give me like 6 hours to freshen up or whatever, and then after that, you just like book sessions. Doesn't matter who it is, just book sessions with whoever's young and wants to work. You know, so I don't know what they tell them. Maybe they go, oh, this is your key to blowing up, and I don't know what they tell the guys. Frankly, I don't. Yeah.
I feel you on that. Is there any sort of like theme when it comes to the music, or is it just like you just going, you making whatever you feel?
Nah, I like to be spontaneous. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope, man. I ain't gonna front, bro. Like, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but it's like it's been ill talking to you because, you know, just to get some knowledge on who you are, where you come from, and like what you're trying to accomplish. It just shows that, and we sharing some of the same struggles. Like a lot of the shit you said, the same thing artists from here go through. So it's like it's really ill to see how like worlds parallel, no matter how far we are apart.
Right. Right.
With the whole coronavirus COVID situation, like, how has that held you back? I mean, of course, it's been holding us all back, but it's like, what were some of the plans that you had this year?
I'm supposed to be in LA right now. I'm supposed to move to LA to be there a couple of months. Just to do a lot more groundwork and just be a bit more consistent. Supposed to be in New York a lot. This was probably gonna happen like live. Like we probably supposed to meet like face to face. I wanna come to the show.
Yeah.
To the Day Struggle show. You know.
Nah, that'd be ill. Yo, it's crazy because I wore, like, when the World Cup was going on, I wore, damn, what jersey was it? It's two jerseys I wore. I think it was a jersey from South Africa. What's the color? It's green, like dark green and neon green.
Dark green and neon green.
It's some. I think I wore. I know I wore to
local team, like a local club. Or what?
Yeah, it was like one of the teams. I just bought it because it matches some sneakers. I bought it from a Nike store. Man, when I tell you, I had so many people like on Twitter hit me up like, yo, I can't believe you repping our home. I was like, damn, I didn't know I would get this much like notoriety just by rocking a jersey. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, nah, bro, we fuck with you this side though.
Nah, that's dope, man. We want to do the show out there. Like, we want to come out there to do the show. We just been trying to figure out how we can make it happen. With all of this, it would be tough, but it's like next year, I would love for us to come out there and do some content together. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, bro. You gotta make that happen. Yeah, I'm with that, man. I'm all the way with that, man. Definitely. For real. What you got going for the rest of the night, man? What's a Nasty C Friday like?
Yeah, I'm in the studio, bro. I gotta go shoot a video tomorrow morning at like 9. So I'm just gonna be in the studio trying to sleep early tonight. I haven't been sleeping.
You say you try to sleep early. It's so funny you say you go to sleep early. I tweeted yesterday, well, earlier today, that like niggas are clown you for being responsible, and I was like, I put in quotations like, this nigga going to sleep early so he can wake up on time. like it's so funny, like niggas don't want you to be prepared for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, but I haven't been sleeping for like the past couple of days. Like I sleep at like 4 and wake up at 10. Every day. Like I sleep at 4 in the morning. You know, so I'm trying to, like, I want to be ready for the video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be there just tired and
nah, I feel you, man. Well, you know what, man, like on this side, you know, until we able to come together, you know what I'm saying, however I can help, whatever I can do to help, you know, get the word out about your music, man, you got me, man, for real.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Already, my G. Yo, we gonna tap in.
All right. Peace.
All right, my G. Peace.